Thanks, guys. Yeah, here we are. Day 3 of the group stage, and we're already underway. Alliance against Extremum Lacoste. The panel making a lot of good predictions with the picks there. Deciding to go with Alliance. What are your thoughts on the draft overall?
Scenario, I think Alliance is just going to roll over them. 10-pick Timber, so there's not a single hero that can counter it. The damage is pretty static. Kunkka, I assume they're going to put Kunkka on the mid lane. At one point, you need to have a spirit, vengeful spirit. Like, if you don't have anything else prepared against a strong team like Alliance, you know, this is something to go for. It's not what we call cheese, but still, it's something that you can pull off. They're not prepared for it. Medusa just flash farms Venge, you know, a lot of trouble on the bottom.
Yeah, they very nearly just kill off G immediately. Hanskin is the one to grab the bounty rune, so it looks like 3 go the way of Alliance. Lots of creep manipulation going on, both of the side lanes. G battling up against Hanskin, thinking about going for it, but it is the first blood in the mid lane, where Limp finds the solo kill on the Kunkka. I mean, we knew that one was going to be rough, but less than 2 minutes in, Lacoste already taken a kill.
They need to bring 4 or 5 heroes to actually bring this Timbersaw down. He's off to a very good start. Yeah, that's going to be a kill.
Yeah, they do find FNG. Nice little cookie into the battery assault. Extremum at least striking back there. Again, Belial's running off to the right. I don't know if they can actually find the kill. Chakram again to slow him down just a touch. But some good moving here from the Clockwork to try and evade Timber Chains. But the bashes from Nico Baby open it up. And Limp shuts the door on the poor little Clockwork.
I mean, the first Chronosphere was not very successful. You want to get kill, probably kill the offlaner, but Nico Baby already used the Time Walk and it's only level 2 just to dodge some of the damage, and then Extremum started to play aggressively. Rupture used on the bottom lane, but also they did not think from that. I think as I mentioned, getting the levels, Earth Spirit, how's he doing? Level 4.5, 9 minutes in. He's going to be the one buying the tome. He needs to be careful. That's a lot of damage.
Oh, the right click follows. That final arrow from the Medusa clears him up. And you're right, he did need to be careful there. He'll have his urn soon. Buying up that tome when it hits 10 minutes as well. Where's Timbersaw? I just want to follow Limp around. Oh, he's running away.
No stat.
And he's losing his courier. Kunkka kills his courier, now with an X mark into the boat. The land, the Mortimer's kisses onto Limp. This is a big kill. Can they finish it off, though? Limp is going to try and chain away. The battery assault stops him. In comes the rolling bottle, though. The pushback from the cogs, but Limp is still up. Finally, the Scanner Blast clears him out, as Kunkka will be the trade back with Magnetize and Nico Baby. Arriving with a few more hits. They do get the 1-for-1, while Malik... Snapfire on the retreat. Another roll from Hanskin's available after the kick if he wants to keep on going, but Velior apparently posing enough of a threat. And Nico Baby and FNG don't want to dive tier 1. And a hook shot back. They come in with G and Velior back onto Hanskin. 2 deaths in quick succession for that playmaking Earth Spirit.
This is some nice aggression coming on from Extremum, where they get 2 big kills. They killed the Timbersaw, who did not have any stacks. He's still vulnerable to magical damage, only Cloak, getting very close to that for Defiance. Rupture being used.
Trying to annoy this bottom lane as S4 pops the veil. Has another blood right now, but the Rupture has expired, while FNG's arrival into the blood right. They'll try to get the telekinesis play, but Valior shifting himself northwards, dodging out from Nico Baby and FNG. And the Tin Man with the battle plan is going to get chronoed up. Nico Baby shuts it down with a bubble. You lose face. Gets a quick kill, and now they can pressure bottom tier 1. As an initiation onto FNG, catches him with the X into boat. Extremum yet again, just finding whatever control of the areas of the map they can, but the roll in with the blood right there. They take down Malik. Snapfire's gone. Yeah, it's been a hard one. I mean, he's done a good job to kind of catch up to where he is now. Almost 5k net worth.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you think about mid Kunkka, when he's playing into Timbersaw, into Morphlings, you want to have a Spirit Vessel. I'll hold that.
Nice roll in. Up in the Radiant Triangle, Hanskin has found Velior. With the Mortimer's Kisses coming in, the Earth Spirit does have to retreat, and Velior is going to tick down to the Magnetize and Limp's arrival. Cross kill there as Hanskin didn't quite get to retreat, but with a Rupture and a Chakram, they're focusing the Medusa, speeding away thanks to that Stone Gaze. Faceless Void. considering it. He does have Chrono here, but he just wants bash. Come on, give me a bash. Where's the bash? One bash, one hit. Thank you very much. Okay. X-Mark, Torrent. Not going to catch anyone there. Missed timing his combo, and there's the Chrono. In with the Mortimer's Kisses, stolen. FNG lands the smooches onto the Kunkka. The Salty Dog is down, and, well, Clockwork. I don't know where you're planning to be going, but you walked into the middle of 4 Alliance heroes. Hookshot into kill onto Nico Baby is a good start. Stolen hookshot, though, and FNG will take him down. Turned into scrap metal.
Okay-ish, you know, for Extremum, where they get what they can from this type of situation. Nico Baby was holding on to that time walk.
Oh, the one back in the Radiant Fountain, yeah.
Yeah.
G is just going to be handling mangoes all game. Speaking of G, FNG and Limp shredding through the Vengeful Spirit. And bottom lane, they're finding Kunkka as well. Diving in, Mellow tries the TP. Is there anything to cancel? The roll is there, and he's stopped in his tracks. Clockwork retreating upwards, but it's the Kunkka that's the big target that S4 wants, while Hanskin switches tact and goes for the Clockwork now on Velior. Finished off by Nico Baby. So Alliance really showing their strength now, not needing to use Chrono, just getting into this position where they can launch pad back in towards mid lane and towards Roshan.
As he understood that, you know, I can still die, and he mentioned the disarm against Medusa mid lane.
They're trying on Hanskin. The Cogs has trapped him inside, but he turns with a Magnetize. Now the cookie back as Hanskin just battles in with Limp S4 and FNG all arriving. Cavalry's here and Alliance are hunting deeper. G is going to get chained forward upon Chakram and slow. That Blood Right did connect. A Yule's up from Limp slows the retreat. And down goes the Vengeful Spirit in a 3-for-1. Earth Spirit, the only casualty of Alliance. It's gone. So Hanskin pops the smoke on the Clockwork. 20-minute bounty runes coming soon. Ready here, 5 men strong, wanting to battle as the stolen cookie does catch Clock, but he's already hookshotted out. Blood Right, therefore, won't land, but Valior still in trouble. The chase and catch potential here from Alliance with both Roll and Chain closing the gap on Clockwork, but Timbersaw's made a little bit of an error there going low ground, thankfully.
They're not making the right moves.
S4 S4 is getting targeted here, but he's tanky with Medallion Veil, 21 charges still. He pops them, turns, battles with a Kunkka who's now in a 1v4. This macro map maneuver from Alliance allowing them to really get into these battles much faster than Extremum ever could believe they could. So, and both G and Melojul dropping there, while Medusa still continues farming.
Nico Baby does not have a TP. He's bringing one with the courier right now, but he's not going to be able to connect in the next like 15-20 seconds.
He's trying as quick as he can because the rest of his team are smoked and looking for the move forward, but it's the hook shot starting off. Everything on the Timbersaw, but the Blood Right's good. It will catch out too. The Kunkka's in the midst of it all. The self-fuels up as the boat is dodged. In comes Nico Baby now with a 3-man Chrono, but the Kisses, they're landing still. Grandma stops it now as the Void is left alone in the middle of all of Extremum, spitting forward a Clockwork to catch Nico Baby, but S4, he is trying his damnedest to kill off Melojul, who will finally drop, but the Medusa still stands, and that is the key component here for Alliance to contend with. The rest of Extremum are retreating though. G has nothing left in the tank, and Nico Baby appearing to arrive bang on time. They lift the Medusa up onto the high ground. Oh, Nefret doesn't have TP. Medusa's stuck there.
They know. At one point, Phantos Void will just up onto top with the Blood Right. There's the buyback.
FNG with the cookies. They buy back G, but they killed off 4 heroes. 1 buyback. G is going to have to swap the Medusa out. G. You're just going to wait for a TP? I guess if G swaps him, then G's stuck there with no TP for 1 minute.
Just waiting to see if Sorgary is aware of this. Okay, there's the scan. They know. It's not.
They're all coming.
It's not going too well for Extremum. There's the swap into BKB.
Nice BKB. S4 gets away from danger. Now he ruptures up the Dusa, leaving her stranded kind of on the front lines, and G waiting. You can see he's primed and ready with that swap. Roshan at about half HP. Alliance not committing. They do have Chrono though. That's what they're waiting for. They smoke behind the Timbersaw. Immediate smoke by Extremum off to the left as well as the Timber Chain misses. No trees over there, and they're trying to just chip away at the Medusa little by little. These two invulnerable targets in the front, and now a hook shot into the back. Hanskin has been found by Velio with kisses onto him. It's a goner. Bloodright looks decent, but the dodge away from Extremum as the three-man chrono arrives from Nico, baby. Here we go, baby, in on the Nefrit, but the Medusa so tanky. The halberd she mantas. Out she runs. Off to the left-hand side, the Stone Gate's going. FNG retreating to the high ground, and that poor little S4 Bloodseeker drops. Alliance lose 2 and buy back 1. Extremum doing very well in his team fight, but do they have enough left in the tank to actually finish off Roshan? As Alliance are heading into the pit.
Alliance understands we need to somehow manage to catch both Medusa and Venge inside the Chronosphere, because otherwise Medusa will either use Stone Gates and you need to back off, or there's going to be a swap. Nico baby inside the pit. They still don't want to go for it.
45 seconds for Venge, 20 for Bloodseeker. Alliance know that they have the upper hand here, and Medusa steps down the ramp, comes down the stairs, but disarmed now. As Timbersaw toying with him a little bit there. Cogs are trapping one inside, but the Skadi slowing Timbersaw down. Velior has overplayed his hand there a little bit, and this opened up Roshan yet again for Alliance.
They're inside the pit. Torrent will connect. There's going to be another boat, yeah.
Malajul thinking about Medusa at half HP, focusing FNG. Rubick's down, but Aegis grabbed up by Nico baby, and now the chase is on. Great blood right with the rolling boulder. This zones them out completely. Medusa can't run away. She's got no save. Now the ground with the cookie in, but Nefrit is slowly but surely being tickled to death by Alliance as they find both of the key core heroes. Pods 1, Pods 2, done for, and Malik. Oh, it's a 3-for.
Well, that's what's such a great decision making by Alliance. What they need to do, use the rest is just doing the road. So that's Nico baby now holding the Aegis for 5 minutes, and they're chasing. They're gonna set things up with the Orb Scepter.
Yeah, they're trying to go behind tier 3 again. Limper's been in before about 20 minutes ago, and he'll find Velior dead for 30 seconds. They glyph and try to hold on to this tier 3, but the ramp has been breached. Alliance, they want some structural damage, and S4 is even trying to clear out top wave so they can push the tier 2 straight after this mid lane take. Oh, Kunkka, careful.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
We're going to go for a boat on cooldown for 4 seconds, so that's a no. Bloodright, Chakram, kick, good cookie, the chrono, it does come through onto the Vengeful Spirit. Nico baby gets the hero that you've been calling that he should target. And he will time back to the low ground.
He got a real good flying clock.
Oh, they spit the clockwork in. He's gone forward onto Limp. But there really isn't follow through enough from Extremum to take down that tanky Timbersaw. It's all about the little things. And those mangoes could definitely help out as Clockwork with Malik. Snapfire here to try and handle Hanskin, but that's a 2008 Earth Spirit who's just about managed to buy time here for not only 1 kill, but maybe even 2. The swap back from G gets the Grandma out of danger, and Limp doesn't want to waste his life chasing Vengeful Spirit. A little bit of chaos. Oh, they know where Clockwork is. Nico baby's seen him. Velior hiding in the trees, but for how long? The Basher's not coming. And yet another defensive hook shot. But in comes Hanskin, rolling deep. Limp looking for a target. Velior and Kunkka going to be the two that show themselves as the Magnetize is there. And, well, Velior's done. 6 feet under as the boat lands, and Hanskin will be the trade-off. Good kisses coming from an FNP Rubick, though. That's not the grandma spitting, that's a Rubick. 2-man chrono. Now from Nico baby, focusing on the Velior Clockwork, who just fought back. The Aegis is about to expire. It's going soon. It's gone now. Nico baby still regenning and healing up, though, as he takes it all, tanking through the tower, and the Medusa hits to clear out the Kunkka. Grandma, oh dearie me, what's happened to you in an old age home now? And Medusa, the last one standing. She is the final lady. As good game is called, Extremum tap out, and Alliance take game 1 pretty damn convincingly.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at these two drafts, one draft that Alliance kind of runs, these are all similar heroes. It's a Nico baby classic, playing the Faceless Void.
What you sound
Thanks,
like.
guys. Yeah, here we are, game 2 between Extremum and Alliance, as we see some more great predictions from the panel as they get a lot of things right. And Lacoste, we've cast a lot together.
Yes,
we
we
kind
did.
of, you know, in each other's heads a little bit, and I knew as soon as I saw that last pick, Lee, say about that, don't you?
Okay, so they wanted something,
The
you know, to
battle
synergize with the Grimstroke ulti. You have Shackle, you have Chaos Bolt. Our panelists suggested to go for a Doom. I think that would have been a much better option in general. Having if you do a Baton +1 and you have a good chase potential with the Mag, CK, and Wind Ranger, I think. I'm not sure how they did not pick Doom. That's also something that I'm kind of stunned. But, you know, he had a power shot. You can still deal damage. FNG is in, just trading some hits, harassing both of these heroes.
Nice.
Okay,
First blood down bottom, though.
that's a good start.
Stroke of Fate with Chaos Bolt, still level 1. The Chaos Knight and Grimstroke finding that S4 Sand King. Good early laning stage from Extremum. 2 kills to the good. And FNG not doing... Oh, wow, that Shackle shot and the skewer back. Under the tier 1, FNG's in a lot of trouble here, actually. The final touch with a power shot to help. Gets Extremum their 3rd kill of the game.
You're not going anywhere.
Rotation. Level 5 Lena. Coming up towards top. Nice shield to get out of the Shackle shot, but they didn't expect the Light Strike array. Nico Baby getting dived a little bit. Does pop his wand. Oh, the salve. Cut through the trees with the tangos, but the Light Strike array beautifully placed. And Melojul's trying to get FNG as a bonus kill. Under the tower a little bit rough, though. He's got that extra regen, the extra armor. Tango's up.
You have your position 5, who's not very good at moving around. He's more counter-reactive to what enemies are doing. So that means Limp will need to have a lot of good rotations with his Ember Spirit. He just hit level 6, so the next time they try to do something like this, dive the tower, he's going to be ready with the TP.
Just been wandering around, really. Bounty run's coming up in a few seconds, though. Limp. Pretty deep.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Remnant's back towards Velior. But yet again, Extremum coming out on top with the bounty runes.
So no one wants to take a fight. I think Alliance at the moment, they need to recover. You have Drow Ranger, there's the RP on top lane.
Going pretty hard on that poor little Abaddon. Shackle shot and RP, but Malik skewering Limp back. Allows this Ember Spirit to keep on chasing, and Flame Guard comes up. Off cooldown now. One more Remnant is going to be required, and the Shackle shot will hold him under the tower.
Four also recovering on the bottom lane, even though he's 0-3-0.
G, he gets a Soulbind down, and that power shot is pretty substantial damage. Rubick is shielded, Hanskin turns, Soulbind of his own. And Valior wind runs away. Limp wants to keep going, but again, the TP rotations are here. Chains will catch the Magnus, but that Shackle shot, Valior's been on the money with these connections. The final parts are on the courier, so at least her first victim will be arriving as she respawns. And FNG just going wild on that tier 1, forcing rotation from Nefrit now. He's going to get the Inkswell and the stuns onto Abaddon. FNG, he just put his body in there. Turned into sausage by the meat grinder of Extremum, and it looks like Rubick's going to be going the same way.
They have a Catapult, Maelstrom completed Ember Spirit, also just a casual Blightstone, AoE, -2 armor with the Slide and Fist. Oh, these are some good wards.
Oh, nice. They really are. The epicenter blink, borrow onto the CK. Limp is deep in a 1v3, and he's been blown up completely. Magnus coming in, he's going to pop the map and try and fight into this Abaddon. FNG doesn't stand a chance in hell. They're going to use up the Sand King, trying to focus down a bigger target, and S4 being annihilated. Extremum getting 2 streaks now. Unstoppable CK and a killing spree on Velior as they wipe Alliance with some great vision from G to kick it all off.
These are 3 kills plus a denied tower, and it's also a Sanking Blink reveal. Man, these 2 wards from G actually won them that fight. The 4K gold lead for Extreme. They're going to take the mid tower. I don't think Alliance can make a counter play. There's a lot of TPs coming out, but it's been too late.
In comes Limp, Remnant forward. They want the CK, the Magnus RP, and whiffs completely. Heals up into the air on the Ember Spirit, and the Light Strike array will connect. The RP stolen. Hanskin grabbed 1. The streak is taken as Nefrit's broken, and the jump forward. Limbo's movement starts up. The Phantom's Embrace holds the advance of Alliance for now. But the problem with Lena, it is being seen right here. She gets found, and the burst strike in. Magnus will go straight down below the ground, and that's another 3 kills, but this time going to Alliance as they strike back just as hard as Extremum had.
I know which numbers chat are typing right now, you know. This one's really rough, man. Extremum was playing so well, and now they handle him 3 big kills. These are actually 3 cores.
You do have to start worrying as Extremum. As they use up the abandon. He's got borrowed time. Just a slight change. Unlena's dead, isn't she? She's gone. Melachul getting baited by the FNG Abaddon and Limp with Hanskin making short work of her. Now Malik might be another one as the cherry on top of the ice cream sundae. Extremum bleeding out and a great burrow in from S4, saving Limp as the Stallbind's there, but the chain stuns and combos, they're not coming. Limp might fall, he will indeed, but Nefrit will be traded back as 3 cores. Pos 1, Pos 2, Pos 3, they're all being destroyed.
One thing we didn't mention is the talent tree choice from Drow Ranger. 50% Gust Blind. I think this is such an insanely good talent, very underrated.
Hanskin, he's been found in his jungle. The smoke from Extremum does gather them a kill.
Green on it, obviously.
But it is just a kill. Arms around like a madman. Chaos Knights had enough of it. They've also blink RP'd, but the stop with a lift keeps S4 out of danger for now. Borrowed time from FNG as he tanks up everything, but the Soulbind forces the Yules and the Sandstorm. Lena's BKB is there with a good play coming in. They do take them down. S4 and FNG hit the ground with a thump, and Lim, the Remnant's short range. That Yules up from himself. He's got 11-1 charges as Rubick into the back lines. He focuses down to Lena. Yes, they've lost Lim, but the Drow Range is still standing as S4 is brought back and wants to pummel into the CK, waiting for the Aegis respawn. Epicenter coming. Burrow Strike ready, coming in, looking for 2. He's holding that burrow for as long as he possibly can because Drow can just beat into the Chaos Knight as easy as you like.
Alliance, they're waiting on that buyback from Sanking to see how fight is going to develop. They need someone that's going to protect the Drow Ranger. Abaddon died, but Sanking's also the guy. You know, CK, he already used his ulti, used the BKB. Once he respawns with
the perfect initiations, the combos with the Soulbind, it's all Extremum really need. S4 retreating, FNG gets caught. Chaos Bolt into chain stuns. And nothing's going to save him there.
That's too much damage.
Borrowed time doesn't even come.
Activate.
Kills him straight through it. Attempted skewer. But Alliance once again. Crazy amount of DPS from Drow. Chaos Knight. Farming aggressively. He's empowered. Rubick's arrived though, and where's the rest of the backup from Extremum? Because there are 4 Alliance heroes here. Phantasm's annihilated. BKB comes from the Drow Ranger, trying to focus the CK down as Remnant's back to safety. S4 focuses G instead, and now the chase is on. Move forward, Lena. Oh, Lena, what are you doing out here? That's not where your home is. You BKB to try to sprint away, but in comes Limp with an Ember Spirit, sprinting forward, and they've got all the chain stuns it takes to bring Lena to the ground yet again.
Tower is under attack.
2, 5, and 7, and Lena, this last pick, you mentioned it, you know it, everyone's heard it before. Glass cannons, they shatter.
Got in the vision a bit too late. 1 second scan's gonna connect so they know where Extremum is at the moment.
Oh, S4, no way! He's in there with a great bow strike, and Lena completely caught out. She might be able to get her BKB off. She's still surviving. Yules up into the air now as the back end of the fight. They chase on to Limp, and the CK is battling 1 versus 3. Melodol does die and buys back immediately, and in comes the RP from Malik, catching out Alliance with a stolen one! Hanskin, you bloody god! He's caught them all! The stolen RP is glorious! S4 does fall down to the south, but in comes Limp. He's got another flight chains ready. Just needs to close the gap onto G now. Might even find the little chains onto Lena there, but doesn't go for it. It'll be Hanskin instead, claiming his birthright. Kill after kill, and Lena, she bought back, but there's no team to save her. BKB and runs forward, but Hanskin, he's going to be able to get hit by the Light Striker as he walks back into it, but FNG has the saves and the shields as Alliance towing the line with death there. Very low HP, these heroes, and Lena will keep that second life for herself. Roshan started off by the Chaos Knight, who is alone in the pit, but it's the backstab from Alliance that finds G, and now the team fight capabilities of Extremum, they are mitigated heavily with no Soulbind. They need G to buy back. The BKB from Nefrit stands his ground in the fight. The Illusions are down. Drow Ranger, Manta dodges the Chaos Bolt, and Wind Ranger sprinting around with a Shackle shot there, but the Laguna Blade goes straight into the borrowed time. Now the Bow Strike, and Lena's gone with no buyback. She is dead for a minute and a half. Extremum down 1 core. Chaos Knight too low to fight. Tail between legs. They all straggle back to their base.
Like, if you feel like you lack a bit of damage, you can try to get like a Crystalist at this point.
Just anything, something. double damage rune for Limp as he will look to connect with the rest of his team as the three-pronged attack on the Radiant base begins. Every lane shoved in towards these ramps and high ground about to be broken. Drow Ranger keeping vision as they do. Inkswell, Blink Skewer back. Drow Ranger is going to try and dodge away from this and succeeding so far. Nico Baby pops the BKB, turns the battle. Skull bound up with the S4 Sand King though, and in comes the CK. Reality it forward, they can't clear the illusions now. They'll lose S4, but they can. Gone. Nico Baby alive. The Drow Ranger survives, and his double damage rune Ember Spirit starting to cause problems because BKBs are down for Extremum.
Like CK damage should not be underestimated if he manages to deal any kind of, you know, right clicks with the illusions. Malik is ready to go in once again.
Nice lift. Hanskin playing out of his mind. Absolute godlike plays from this Rubick as the skewer back. Not going to be successful. The death of Malik, and now G follows him into the grave as Magnus Spy's back. They're looking for the go again, but the Gust, these pushbacks with a mischance. Yes, you've got a light striker out to Nico Baby, but he's being shielded, he's manted, and he's run away from all of your aggression. Lina so close to death, has to sprint back to Fountain. And yet again, BKB down for Lina. Blink RP, yes, is ready. CK, BKB ready, but Extremum can't get into the fight.
Yeah, what Hanskin is doing right now, he has telekinesis on top of Drow Ranger. This is the play. Like, he's ready to use it if Mag blinks in once again.
Chaos Knight in a bit of trouble here, yes? Oh, again, Hanskin, how are you so good? Malik, he can try and get out of this. He pops his greaves, he has an RP, but remember, no buyback for this Magnus anymore. Dead for 77 seconds.
Yeah. Save that RP for game number 3. Oh wait, there's not gonna be a game 3, Gary.
There isn't. Not the way this is going. Backdoor regen be damned. As Drow and Ember Spirit, though, borrow from S4 onto Mellow Jewel with no buybacks. Extremum play on. Ember Spirit basically diving Fountain at this point. Alliance, they've got this one in the bag.
Yeah. You know what I like to say, Gary? When it's time to call it, it is time to call it, because you're not gonna win this one, that's for sure. There's still a minute left on Aegis. Drow Ranger is just dealing way too much damage. Limp has a good bro, just buying a couple of mangoes for Drow Ranger to have mana sustain.
Keeper all topped up. Chaos Knight Illusions obliterated by Drow yet again. And here, 4 towers crumbling before our very eyes. The fact that Limp can move back to Fountain, straight back into enemy base with these remnants and the TPs. Beautiful stuff as CK BKBs, and he has the Inkswell on. Limp is silenced, but he doesn't care too much. Thanks to FNG's back up, and SF4 is there again with a borrow Epi. Nefrit down with no buyback, and GG's called. Malik finally gets an RP in there, skewering Nico Baby into the Fountain, but Hurricane fights back straight away as S4, yes, dies, but it's already over.
Yeah, that was such a good performance from Alliance. I mean, Extremum, I believe they had this one in the bag, but overextended. At least the first, 15 minutes, they played it so well. I think Valor, as a player, has a bright future ahead of him. I was also